Sticky Crystal and Miss Josie. How you guys all doing out there? So anyway, Josie brought forward a incredible question, and it was just so brought forward to have her express this and talk about this. And I'm going to bring forward Airion and Astron to answer these questions. But first, right now, let's all get in the heart. So let's do the 3 breaths in through your nose, deep into your belly, deep into New Gaia now. So allow. One more time. One more time. Allow your body to feel. Feel how you feel. Balanced and centered and grounded. And I allow this transmission to be at its fullest potential. And it is so. So it is. I love that. Feel your heart so big. Thank you, Miss Josie, for bringing this forward. Seriously. So this is what Josie wrote. Because I did a Facebook Live, and so she didn't have time to ask this question. So the question that she wanted to ask about, I had a question and was typing out, but I didn't get it out in time, and I was hoping it was all right if I share with you now. I'm confused about compassion with others, which by definition means relating to and validating people's emotions so they feel understood, so you can understand them and what they need in that moment without lowering your vibration or taking on their perspective. When you talk about never lowering yourself to meet other people's energy, they are at and honoring yourself. I agree. And since this, I've been doing that. I felt less connected to people and my compassion nature. When someone I love is suffering and I just smile and inwardly send them love, they react as if I'm being insensitive. And honestly, it feels cold, like something is missing in me, like a lack of intimacy. This is just when when I'm upset, I want to be validated and understood, seen and not abandoned. I feel like this is important because it reminds me of narcissistic people I have known in my past to invalidate my struggles to the point that I could be having a panic attack in front of them and they would just laugh and pretend it wasn't happening. I know sending them unique love is a far cry, but I worry about neglecting people in my relationships. I love it. Okay, so I think the rest is just, wait. I've always been very empathic, but I don't understand how to use this ability without losing myself perfect in other people's feeling overwhelmed by the pain of others and by desire to help them. And yet when I shut this down, I feel completely isolated from other people. I guess it sums it up. I would love to know what healthy compassion and empathy would look like in New Gaia. I love it. I love it. That's perfect. Do you want to add to this, Ms. Josie?
I don't think so. I guess I just want to say that as much as I want to be at a high vibration, I want to be able to be compassionate towards people.
Yeah. And I'm going to allow Airion and Astron to come through and answer this, but just even in my own awareness, whenever we're looking for validation, it's an attachment. I already know this. I've already learned this lesson many times in my life. So if we are looking, if somebody's in front of us and we're looking for validation, then you are now not holding your power. You're giving your power to that person, and you only believe it if they are validating it. And so you can hold yourself in a compassionate state and still go through the emotions, but you'll feel it from the heart. It's not so much from the mind, it's from the heart. Because I feel as you're in this place that you're judging yourself as you're going through it.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. And so, and I've done that. That's why I can relate. And so the thing is allow yourself to feel where they're at with love. And it's all right when you engage with love, because then love comes forward in your heart, not in the mind. So in my own experience is that in the beginning, when people told me to raise everybody's vibration up to your level, I didn't understand that. You know, I felt like I wasn't giving them my all by not lowering myself down to their vibration, you know, because that person should be, you know, get my whole expression. But we're in a place in our life that we're giving it a different way than how we've been taught. And it's unfamiliar to us, it's foreign to us, and it looks kind of hurtful in a way. But once you start shifting that perception, you start feeling the compassion. Just like when my daughter, she broke down to me and she was telling me about her process of going through the cancer. And I never said a word, but I could feel the empathy of just us connecting and love. And she just wanted to be heard. A lot of times we think we need to say words that, because that's just ego telling us. You know, we need to add to this person's story, when 99% of the time, people just want to be heard.
That's
You know?
true.
Yeah. And so, and usually when we're pushing out something, okay, so we're pushing out something. So say somebody's hurting in front of you. So then you give your opinion. So then you're looking for validation from that back. As soon as you release a question, now you're looking for validation of that. Now you want that person to validate you. So you're doing this game of, okay, you're validating me, I'm validating you. But the truth is, we have to validate our own self, because the game is over of validating, because we're exchanging the power. We're giving our power away, and it just, you could feel the hardness in it. Even like right now, even talking about it, it just makes it feel so heavy to me. And so when but there are times that I do get in, and then the words just flow from my heart, but I'm not attached to those words. You know, I don't need those words for anybody to respond back what those words are. Thank you, Chase. Wow, thank you for your energy.
Mm-hmm.
So as we're aw, like a big old hug. Aw, I love you.
Me?
Right. And I feel like he's hugging all of us. Right. Thank you, Chase. Thank you. Wow. Like this energy heat just rise as he's jumping on me. So yeah, thank you. So for my own awareness, that was the biggest thing for me, is because your mind always wants to validate another person, or you want to be validated to make your experience more real. Well, in returning from our mind to our heart, the emotions, the compassion, it comes in differently. When you're saying that you're meeting somebody and you feel like you are not compassionate enough, or like you're that you feel like you're wow, it's like they're coming forward right now. Like, wow, Okay, let me put Chase away. I gotta step. I'm gonna put Chase over here. Thank you, Chase. Okay. All right. They're coming through right now, so I'm not even gonna stop it. I'm gonna quit talking.
Okay.
So, if you could just breathe into this transmission as they're coming forward, and allow it to penetrate into your soul. I, Airion, am here in the beloved channel, has stepped aside. We have been listening to the conversation that has been taking place here, and there are in and outs in all of it. In your own potential growth, there is going to go through processes that are going to look hard to you, for they, as she has explained, this beloved channel, they're unfamiliar to you. For in the unfamiliar, you are adding attachments to that. How can that be? I can't act that way. What do you mean? Be quiet. Just feel the love and send them love. This is unfamiliar for a lot of you.
Yes, I'm having a hard time with it.
And this is perfect. When you walk to your world, when you are tuned in and not walking around in a chaotic state, what do we mean by this? When you are not bringing forth your intentions, all things are going to show up in all different ways. So you have much show up. But as you were attuning to yourself, as you set forth your potential day or your potential beingness in front of someone, even before the meeting has taken place, I'm asking for us to be at our highest potential, for them to meet me at their vibration. For this is illusionary event happening here in your life. It is not all real. It is not real at all. When you are tapping into somebody's highest potential, you are tapping into a different paradigm of them. Even if you tap into it right before your eyes, you will see them shift. When you engage into somebody's story and you are wanting them to act a certain way so they validate your story, that is only your growths that need to be attended. If you are having any emotion about that you are feeling not compassionate with this one, for I am just keeping my mouth closed and I'm watching my mind because I cannot believe I'm sitting here keeping my mouth closed while this person is going through so much pain.
Yeah.
In this, you are, in a way, adding the pain to you because you're taking on their story now. And you are judging yourself. You are learning to allow beings to be there as they are. So as you are compassionate with yourself, the compassion will rise within you for others. You want to happen here, compassion for others, when you don't even have compassion for yourself. Do you understand this? You are judging every movement that you are making through your talks, we will say.
Yes.
We do not mean to interrupt you. Please continue.
Oh, that's okay. I just said that's very true. I have found myself doing that a lot.
This is normal, what they call normal. We'll all do it. We get it. The hardest thing for the humans is you get in your own way. And most of the time you get in your own way because it is unfamiliar to you. It looks weird. It sounds odd. It sounds like I'm hurting other people when you are not. You are only hurting yourself. For when these thoughts, ideas come up, it is showing you, everything is showing you, hi, I'm not aligned with my source. I am in a chaotic state. If you go to that instead of judging yourself or comparing yourself or believing that you are not a high vibrational being, every time that you state, am I a high vibrational being? Am I a high vibrational being? You lower your vibration because you do not believe you are. And you are. You are to trust this. When you return to the compassion in your heart, when you hold your energy in the heart state instead of the mind, there will be a locking in. And then when you are in front of somebody and they are telling you their story, you will cry tears with them. You will speak the highest potential words in a transformational way that you are even surprised that you said that. But you will notice that there's no attachments to them being released from your mouth. And most of the time, the individual will just smile. You are returning from the word, the visual, your state that you have carried for eons. You have learned it to the bones, and you are breaking away from this to the bones. And it looks harsh to you because it is showing you you are not aligned with your source. Always. When you are aligned with your source and with your heart, every situation that you come in front of happens at a higher vibration. And when you do not try to control how that happens, you just ask for it to be at the highest potential, the highest vibration of itself. It will be. And watch what happens. Many of you humans, you are trying to control this spiritual awakening stuff is so, I gotta do it, I gotta do it, I gotta do it, I gotta do it. It's so hard. You make it so hard. You suffocate yourself. Instead of freeing yourself, you got to control it. I gotta watch every word. I gotta watch how no. When you set forward your intentions, things happen. You do not gotta pay attention so much, mostly to the breath. Your attention to your breath are the way. Do you understand this, beloved?
Yes, I think I do.
We are scanning the question. It was a big one.
Yes.
When you call forth the state of panic, when you call forth this information, what you call forth the energy of a panic state, that is your source screaming to you. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Most do not breathe, they hold their breath. Oh, this is so hard. But your source is trying to connect to you. So what feels like a panic attack is your source screaming, I'm here. I'm here. So say you were in front of someone And for you are an empath. Many of you are. You're much more than that, not limited by one ability. Say you are in front of someone and you have not set forward your attentions. You take on this individual's whole beingness.
That's what I don't want to do.
But you are learning this. You keep doing it because you are learning it. That's why it is showing you where you need to be and where you don't need to be. It is only in your mind that's stating, and even this beloved channel and many other beings are like, but this person should be a part of my life. They're my family. Blah. But the separation is happening because it's meant to happen. You are forcing things together that have expired. But as you bring forth what we were talking about, we have cleared this information so far.
You were saying that when I'm in front of people and they're
Yes.
trying to connect with them when they're suffering, I take on their whole beingness.
This is the reason we have cleared this channel. For she is like that. So she is taking on your emotions, your feelings, and she is feeling them in her body, and we are clearing that for her. You do this yourself. Many of you do this. You attach yourself to the other being's story. You take it on, and then it resonates and starts going into the cells of parts of you that you have had those emotions and experiences in your lifetime. And then you believe them as your own. So then you are trying to escape that. You know, I don't want to be that. I don't want to feel other people's emotions. I don't want to feel other people. But it is a great gift. You are just learning how to utilize it. So when you are feeling that you are becoming part, or you are feeling the other individuals' emotions, attachments, you're feeling it because you can feel your own energetic feelings when you are setting forth your intentions. You know what your body feels like. So it felt good until this other individual got here, or until you placed yourself in a chaotic state, placement, or a place. But if you are bringing forth your intentions, it will always be at its highest potential. But this is the thing. This is how, one way to do it. When you are feeling the drawing, ask for the energy to be cut. You can take your hand and just do a rubbing effect over your energetic field. This is literally cutting all your chakras off to the being before you. You can say it through your mind. And you will feel free in effect. What happens is, for many of you humans, then you feel yourself cut yourself off. You feel like you cut off part of you. In a way, you did. This is happening, for it is showing you your energetic of how you literally cut your energy in half. For the being in front of you is another representative of you. But that does not mean that they are there for your highest potential. You are learning your abilities because everybody's not to be here at the same growth plate. So as you do this and you allow the disattachment, it is all right if somebody is speaking gossip and somebody is speaking negative and somebody is recycling stuff that you have heard and heard and heard. You just can't take anymore. You cannot stomach anymore. Your body is telling you what you can take on and what needs to shift here. So you might have to say, I have to disengage from this because it's just making me feel heavy. This is different than somebody who is going through a traumatic event. You can connect with them, that you are connecting heart to heart, always. When you connect to heart with anyone, you will not blend into that being unless it is needed. Do you understand this?
Yes.
You are learning your energy. You are learning how your energy works. You are learning how you affect other people. You are learning what needs to take place for your highest life, your highest potential. Not figuring it out. Just feel what feels good. It will show you. So, say you meet somebody and they are in a state of trauma, we will say, okay, now I'm ready. So I've set forward my intentions for this to be the highest potential. So now this person, this being, is giving you all they got for. They just went through a lot of trauma. You are feeling it so deeply. You are crying. You are experiencing what they are experiencing. If you allow this, you will truly experience what they're experiencing, and you can heal it within you and then them in a way. What we are saying is many are merging in this situation. So you can take on some of their pain. In this, do not judge it. Oh, I wish I wouldn't have done that. Trust it. I'm going to help this person take on some of this pain. They have a lot of pain they're going through. Allow that, because then you know what to do. So as you take their pain, you can ask them, can we breathe together? Let's just breathe. Let's all breathe deep. And just breathe deep and then release it with them at the same time. Just release it. Just grasp their hands, or don't grasp their hands. Just say, let's breathe right now. Because you could feel all the pain. You might even be in a crying state. What happens is the energies combined will be released, and you are helping you and this other individual to release some of the pain that they are going through. Now, if you did not know this, you could take all that pain on of that individual, you would store it inside of yourself, and then it would fester and surface as other things. This is what you're doing. You're learning your energy and what it is doing. And it is just not one way. This is going to be brought forward in many different ways. We are showing you an easy example, but it will be brought forward in many different forms. For you are all connecting and merging to the people you need in your life now. There is community coming in all ways. It has to be this way. And you will feel the compassion and the love once you allow it to be part of you. You cannot give something you are not. How can you give someone compassion when you don't have compassion for yourself? It is trusting this process, and it looks difficult at times. But you are doing it perfectly. The thing is, you keep questioning it. This beloved channel also does that. And then she always goes back to, I got it. I don't need the questions. But you can find stuff too in the questions. That's why community is needed. Because we all have a piece to the whole. Even right now, Airion, that I'm talking through this beloved channel, there is a collective here. You are not just collecting the tribe members in the physical. You are collecting the tribe members of the non-physical also. And they are helping you and assisting you, even in these matters of relationships. Everything is shifting and changing here. Everything. I hope we covered most of this.
Yes, you did. Thank you so much. I am so grateful.
Thank you. For you're such a light, like this divine channel. You are sisters in another life. You are feeling this. You are all finding each other. You are all ready to take the plunge, we will say. You are all doing it together. There is no separation here. Only separation is created in the mind. We are with you always. Do you have any other questions?
No, I don't think so.
Goodness. Go ahead.
Thank you for always being with us.
You are so welcome. For we are part of you. We were meant to come through to help shift you into this paradigm you are creating. So we are part of you. We are your future self and your ancient self, merging together into the nowness that is taking place.
That is so beautiful.
You have calls for us, and we are here. Always. I do. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Airion. Oh. Wow. Thank you, Airion.
Yes, thank you, Airion.
Man, my heart is so big right now. I feel clear. Like I can't even remember anything that was said. I just love you, Josie. And I thank you. Oh my God, I see this. We're in our other life. We're sisters. There's 3 of us. Wow.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Wow. I love that. I love that. I love you, and I'm honored for you bringing forth this amazing question. Because you know what? We're all doing it together. And for questions like this, it helps for the collective. So I always ask people, bring forward the questions, you know, because most of the time I come forward and I don't know what to talk about. You know what I don't. I really don't. So I just allow. And there is something that I'm going to talk about, though, that actually happened before this. I went out and I was sun gazing, and I've had my feet on Mother Gaia. And I had, in one of my videos today, I had explained how the tongue will open up your third eye. It will. Well, I've been doing this, and it's opening up a new world in me. Well, when I do Facebook Live, they showed me we are the ground people merging 2 worlds together. It's all of us. It's all of us. So all the work that we're doing inside of us is changing everything, and we're merging these 2 worlds together just by doing our inner work. Look at a feather, really? So tiny. Oh my God, I love it. Angel feather. Wow, thank you, angels. Oh, I love that. I love that. So if you guys want to watch Facebook Live tonight on, all of us ground people, we are the ground troop. That's what they called us. Actually, it was called, ground truth. They called it something else for some reason, I think. It'll come through, however it's supposed to come through. But wow. I just feel like so happy right now. Yay! We got this. 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 All of us got it. The biggest thing is, even for me, for all of us, we just got to trust this process and get out of the mind, because that's all we did when we were evolving. You know, we just went from the heart to the mind, and now we're returning from the mind to the heart. That's all we're doing. We're returning to the heart. Everything has to work from the heart. When you work from the heart, you speak from the heart. And then all the love and compassion comes that way. Always. No attachments. I love you, Josie. Thank you. Was there anything else you want to talk about?
No, I don't think so. That was a lot.
Right? It was a lot. I felt like it was perfect. I thank you for doing this and trusting this. And this is a lot, because Miss Josie was nervous and scared. And see, it was all perfect. She's so beautiful. She's so light. And you are. And we're here to trust this process. And we all have to do it together. We all have to ask the questions. Okay, even me. You know, I ask the universe sometimes, and then I have to ask Jackie or Edward or other people, you know, sometimes, you know, and because sometimes we get so caught up in what we're thinking. And now, you know, just as I do, go right back to your source.
Yeah.
In the breath. And then the channel, even like right now, as I say it, you can feel the information just open. Your world. And then it just starts pouring in. You know? So I love you all. And thank you, Josie, for bringing this forward, for bringing this beautiful, amazing energy.
You're very welcome. Thanks for having me.
You got it. You got it. And I'll talk to everyone soon. May you all be blessed.